Hello everybody, welcome to Frey2K's gaming channel. I am Gamer Dudester, and today we're going to take a look at the Turbanator build. This is a rehashed build of my old PC, but with some new and improved parts. We've laid them out on the table here for you, so let's go ahead and start. First we've got a standard LG optical drive. This is DVD read-write, nothing special. Then we have a 750 watt Antec M power supply. This is a bronze power supply, and I think this is the weakest component in the whole build. Let's move on to the storage and hard drives. We've got two SSDs running in this baby. An ADATA SX900 SSD. It's 128 gigabytes, and I'm gonna use it for the high performance games that I play a lot, like Total War and Star Citizen. The main SSD of the system is the Samsung 850 EVO, and it's a 250 gigabyte SSD. For regular storage, we have two Western Digital Caviar Blacks, both at 1 terabyte, 32 megabyte cache, and 7200 RPM. Then we have two more storage drives, and these are just the Seagate Barracuda, both at 500 gigabytes with a 12 megabyte cache. Moving on to the motherboard, this is an LGA 1150 chipset. It's the Z87 Pro from Asus. This is I would say a mid to high-end motherboard. It's really good for overclocking, but it doesn't have any kind of fancy ROG kind of features, but it does the job. The CPU running is an I7-4770K. We're going to overclock that using the Corsair H110i GT. I know there's an H110i GTX, but when I bought this, that thing hadn't came out yet. Then we've got the RAM. We have two sticks of 8 gigabytes of Corsair Dominator Platinum, both running at 2400 megahertz. They're going to be really good for the overclock. And then of course the CPU, again we already showed it. Two Noctua fans. These are the industrial PPC NFA 14 fans. These are probably the best static pressure fans you can get for your water cooling solutions. They run super quiet at 3000 RPM, and they're gonna make everything run super cool and super quiet. And finally, the most exciting bit about the Turbanator is the graphics card. It's the newly released GeForce GTX 980 Ti Seahawk, the shared kind of product from Corsair and MSI. So far, from what we know, it is the single best 980 Ti out on the market in terms of raw performance off the shelf. It overclocks as well as its direct competitor, the EVGA Hybrid. We're going to do a special video on this guy and how it compares to the EVGA Hybrid. But it runs with 6 gigabytes of DDR5 memory. And it's got a built-in H50i, I believe, which is the CPU cooler from Corsair that they kind of retrofitted on the GPU. So everything you see here is essentially water-cooled. So we're going to water-cool the graphics card, water cool the CPU.
What about the case?
Okay, so the case, as you asked me, is a Graphite Series 760T full tower. This is the black and red version, not the white version. And in my opinion, this is the prettiest Corsair case out there today. And this, the full side window is really going to show off all the Corsair parts, and we're going to get that Corsair vibe throughout the build. So enjoy the putting together of this Turbanator PC. And check out my channel down below if you want to see it in action with some benchmarks. And yeah, enjoy, guys.
Yeah, I like the case, but it's not good for me because I can't put 360 radiators in the
yes, that's a big element. If you're doing custom water cooling, this is not the best case for you. Also, the fact that it has
the 780T would be okay.
Yeah, the 780T, and the fact that this case has two PVC panels means it's not as structurally stable as the 780T. Which is more kind of actual case than glass.
It's a very nice case.
It's a beautiful case, yeah, it's a beautiful case. Alright, let's get going. Let's do it.